Hey you guys, it's Dana and it's Tuesday, so we're going to talk about money. And today I wanted to share with you some things that broke in and around our house that my husband and I decided not to fix while we're getting out of debt. All right, so when you're getting out of debt, you're trying to put all of your extra money towards paying down credit cards or school loans or whatever you have. And you're really trying to lower your expenses, and you have your beginner starter emergency fund of $1,000, which for some people, that's a lot of money. Like maybe you've never had that much money in a savings account. I know when we started and we got our beginner emergency fund together, that was the first time in my life I had ever had $1,000 sitting there in an account. And that was a big deal. But that's not a lot of money, especially if you're a homeowner and you have an emergency. Some emergencies at your house can cost $5,000, $10,000. So it's kind of a small amount, a scary small amount, but it's meant to be scary to sort of drive you to push really hard, to work harder, earn more income, and put as much money as you can to pay off your debt as fast as possible and not hang on to it for years and years and years. So there might be some things that break and you have to make a decision what to do, especially if you don't have the money. If it's more than $1,000, you don't have the money to necessarily fix it. So there were 5 things that I came up with that Jim and I did not fix when they broke. And some of them we saved up the money over time to fix it so that we could, and we did eventually fix it, but we couldn't do it right away. And so let's get right into it. The first thing was our dryer. So our dryer broke. If you've been watching my channel a while, you might remember when that happened, and we were line drying all of our clothes, including cloth diapers, over the winter. So it was the winter months. We couldn't go outside to hang them outside. So I rigged up an inside clothing rack, drying rack inside our living room in front of our fireplace. And we were hanging all of our clothes for several months. We were hanging our clothes to dry, and there was clothes all over the house drying. And I did a video talking about it, how we did that. And it was really encouraging, actually, the comments on that video of people who live in Europe and other parts of the world who say that's just the norm and that's what they do. And that really made me feel a lot more peace with it. I think that it's hard in America, in the United States, not a lot of people do that. And so it just kind of made me feel like it was wrong to be doing that, or like we were destitute kind of, but it was really great to hear other parts of the world. That's what they do. And so, I felt okay with it. And we saved up the money and we bought the cheapest, most inexpensive dryer we could. And it's still going strong. I actually love that dryer. I prefer it against the ones with all the bells and whistles. So it's a good dryer, but we saved up over a couple months to buy a new dryer with cash over and above our emergency fund. So that's number 1. Next is kind of along the same lines as the dryer, and it was our dishwasher. Our dishwasher broke. And so we were hand washing all of our dishes, and lots of people do that. You might say, especially if you live in an apartment and they don't have a dishwasher, your house might not even have a dishwasher. But it was hard because I work full time, so I'm out of the house during the day, and I'd come home to a whole big giant sink filled with dishes from the day, because our kids are still in our home with a nanny during the day, and so it was still a full day worth of dishes, and we have 4 kids, so it's dishes for 6 people, and so it was like constant dishwashing, and we have a really small kitchen and not a lot of counter space at all. We have actually like 0 counter space. And so that was a challenge. It was really a challenge. But we did that for a while, saved up the money, replaced the dishwasher, and the dishwasher has broken again. Actually, the new dishwasher broke again, and we have to keep the door closed with a broom handle. And that's what we're doing. We keep the door closed with a broom. Otherwise the door pops open and the dishes won't clean. And we're going to do that. We're going to keep doing that until the broom doesn't work anymore. And that's okay. That's what we're doing. Next is our bathroom tile. So we had all the tile in our bathroom replaced, brand new tile. I lovingly picked it out when we first moved into the house. And then as we started having children, and our bathroom gets a lot of wear and tear. One tile came up, and then the children started ripping the tile up when they were in the bathroom, just ripping it up, pulling it up one by one. And now there's a lot of tile missing, and it's going to stay that way. It's going to stay that way for a while. So we just have tile missing, and it's embarrassing. I don't like it. I don't want people using our bathroom. And you know what? I try to just get over it and figure it probably makes those people feel happier about their own bathroom, whatever state their own bathroom might be in when they go into ours. But the tile is broken, and we're not replacing it for a while. I figure the kids, until they're just going to keep destroying it, so just let it go until they're older anyway, and until we're in a place where we can remodel the entire bathroom. Our car bumper, something that broke, and we did not fix it because Jim was driving the car, and a deer, which does happen often in Pennsylvania, jumped into him, into the car, and smashed into the front of the car on the side, and cracked the bumper, and then the deer, ran off. I don't know what happened to the deer after that, but it is now cracked. There was deer fur in the bumper. It was yucky, but the bumper is still on the car. It's not hanging off, but there's a big crack in it, and we said we can live with that. It's fine. So we have a cracked bumper on the car. All right, and then last but not least is our roof. It's actually the roof to our carport. It was a bad storm, and it just started blowing off. It just was blowing away. We had roof shingles all over the yard, and Jim just picked them up and, threw them in the trash. But the roof to the carport is not connected to the house, and we said, just let it go. Like, we're just whatever. So we probably should put a tarp over it or something. If you have suggestions for that, let me know. People have said it's really easy just to get up there and nail something on top. But I have heard, if you have your roof leaking, I've heard you can just patch a roof if it's leaking for a fraction of the cost of what it would be to replace your whole roof and get a new roof on your house. So it might look a little ghetto, but it's something that is absolutely doable if you are in the stage of getting out of debt and you don't have that money saved to replace your entire roof. You can just patch it. So those are the 5 things that I could think of that we have not replaced that I think are pretty significant. So if there's certain things that have broken in your home or around your home that you have not replaced, then leave a comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear what your items were that you are living or lived without while you're getting out of debt. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money. And I also share some other videos about our family, just how we live our life on a budget. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.